Welcome to Microsoft Excel with EJD. Still on the analysis toolpak, we'll be considering exponential smoothing right now. And it's important to get some theoretical background, first of all, before we go on to do the real deal, working on a particular data set. Okay, exponential smoothing is a widely used time series forecasting technique. So when we talk about exponential smoothing, right? Exponential smoothing, okay. It's a widely used, widely used time series. So it works with time series. And the idea of time series is that you have time steps, it may be daily, weekly, hourly, every minute by minute or whatever. But the key thing is that you have that regularity right there. So widely used time series forecasting technique, forecasting technique. Okay. Then it actually helps to smooth out data, help smooth out data to identify trends. So identify trends and make short-term predictions and make short-term predictions. Okay. Really important for short-term predictions. So it assigns exponentially decreasing weights to past observations, giving more importance to recent data points. Of course, since you're making short-term predictions, so it makes past data points more and more to carry less weight. So it assigns exponentially decreasing weight to past observations, giving more importance to recent data points while not discarding older data entirely. So it is useful. It is particularly useful when data data shows no clear trend, shows no clear trend or seasonal pattern or seasonal pattern, but contains random fluctuations. Of course, the analysis toolpak in Microsoft Excel is an add-in that provides a suite of data analysis tools, including exponential smoothing. We've done quite a bit, like histogram, regression, correlation, moving average, ANOVA, t-test, f-test, and so on and so forth. So using this tool, users can easily apply exponential smoothing to their time series data without needing to write complex formulas or perform manual calculations. Now, the question is, how does exponential smoothing works? Okay, how exponential, how exponential smoothing works. Okay, how exponential smoothing works. First of all, we have the smoothing constant. I think that's since the weight, we have a weight attached that is making uh, older data points are not as relevant. We need a particular smoothing constant, which is called alpha. So it is the core parameter in exponential smoothing. It is this smoothing constant denoted by alpha, which ranges from 0 to 1. So it means that alpha is less than 0 is less than alpha is less than 1. So alpha lies between 0 and 1. A higher alpha gives more weight to recent observations, making the forecast more responsive to recent changes. A lower alpha smooths the data more, reducing the impact of recent fluctuations. So you have to decide what exactly you want to achieve with your exponential smoothing. So that will determine the weight of your alpha. Then next we have the forecast calculation. Forecast calculation. So the forecast for the next period is computed as a weighted average of the current actual value and the previous forecast. So you need to do a kind of forecast calculation before you do the exponential smoothing, right? Um, current actual value, and the previous forecast. Okay. You have the recursive process. The process continues recursively. So we have process, recursive process. So the process continues recursively, updating the forecast as new data becomes available. Okay. Of course, we are going to see how we need to use exponential smoothing in Excel. That's the key reason for this video. So we need to organize. So the way to prepare your data is you have your time series data in a single column, typically with time periods in one column and values in the adjacent column. So it's more like you have time. Say you have time. That's talking about data preparation. Now, let me call that data preparation. Data preparation for exponential smoothing. Data preparation. So you have time. So the time can be in day, it can be in week or month, and then you have the value, whatever the value is. Maybe it's temperature or whatever you are dealing with. So that's how to organize. So, but this is like the key focus for you. The value is the key thing you need to focus on. Okay, so we are going to see all of that as we get on it. So, you interpret the output. Excel will generate a new series of smoothed values based on your chosen alpha. The outputs can be visualized alongside the original data to see how well the smoothing captures the underlying pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use different values of alpha to actually make us see what's happening with exponential smoothing. But before we go that way, what are some benefits? Benefits of using exponential smoothing with Analysis ToolPak. Of course, usually Analysis ToolPak makes things easy. So ease of use is one key thing with Analysis ToolPak. Then, of course, you can do quick forecasting. Can do quick forecasting. Then flexibility, of course, is another thing. It's pretty flexible. So, I mean, the maths behind most of the things Analysis ToolPak just does for us very easily can be quite tedious. So, but using Excel, it's really straight to the point. So, automatic chart generation helps in visually assessing the smoothing effects. That's if we have that option, by the way. So, some limitations: no trend or seasonality. Basic exponential smoothing assumes a stable level without trend or seasonal effects. For data with trends or seasonal patterns, more advanced models like Holt-Winters exponential smoothing are recommended. Then there's parameter sensitivity. Choosing an inappropriate alpha can lead to overreacting to noise or underreacting to changes. Then short-term forecast. The method is generally not suitable for long-term forecasting due to its simplicity. So you're only interested in short-term forecast, then this is the tool for you. So let's move on to some practical applications before we move over to the Excel sheet and do what we have to do. Okay. So for practical applications, of course, it's very good for things like inventory management. Inventory management. Okay. You can use exponential smoothing for inventory management. To smooth demand data, you can use it for sales forecasting. Sales forecasting, of course, for short periods. Then you can use it for monitoring and controlling uh, monitoring and controlling process quality over time. In short, that's quality control, basically. And then any scenario where a simple fast smoothing of time series data is useful. So you just need fast smoothing data, short time, then you can go for exponential smoothing. All right, let's move over to our Excel sheet for this and see how we can implement exponential smoothing. So imagine that, of course, I'm using the period here. I'm saying period one, maybe if you like, maybe it's day one, day two, or week one, week two, whatever you're following, as far as there's regularity. So you have 100 data points from time one to time 100, whatever the time is, like I said. So, and in this case, we are interested in exponential smoothing. What I'll just do is, of course, as usual, you come to data, okay? You come to data to see if you have this data analysis thing here. If you don't have it, then you have to find a way of getting it. So how do you do that? Come to File, click on Options, then come to Add-ins, then go to Manage Excel Add-ins and click on Go. If you uncheck this, all right, see, you have this here, right? And by the time you click OK, it's gone. But you actually need it to do exponential smoothing, like you need it for moving average and all of those things. So all you just do is come back again, File, options, add-ins, manage our Excel add-ins, go, then check the analysis toolpack and click OK. So data analysis comes back, and then you can go ahead for exponential smoothing. So just click on this and look for exponential smoothing. Yeah, this is it right here. I click on that and I click OK. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do different alpha values, right? So our input range, you just need the column. You just need only one column. This only this value column. You don't need to take it with the time. So it's not necessary you do that with the time. So just take only this column. So we have that. The damping factor is that alpha. So here I'll take different alphas. So I'll take 0.1. We have been told that 0.1 is very good for small changes. Let me see the actual thing there so I don't just say yeah. A lower alpha smooths the data more. So if you want higher smoothing, then you can use a lower alpha, and that reduces the impact of recent fluctuations. A higher alpha gives more weight to recent observations. So let's say 0.1, we are taking 0.1, which is pretty close to zero, which is relatively low compared to other values I'm going to use. So it smooths the data more and reduces the impact of recent fluctuations. So I've taken 0.1 there. So of course, because I have values as labeled at the top, I'll click on this. Then the output range, I want my output range to just be beside the actual values now. So I just come here and click on this. That's C2. And I think everything is done like that. Okay, if you want to chart outputs, you can just click on this. And then with that, we just click OK. All right. So we have this now. We have this. So see the smoothing. Like you can see that if you see the spread now, you can see things are a bit smoother. There are no sharp jumps. As you can see, that's the business of exponential smoothing. Of course, we requested for a chart. Let's see what that looks like. So this is what the chart actually looks like. Okay. For exponential smoothness, I'm going to delete this because I'm still going to do other values of alpha. So I'll delete this now and also get the chart in each case. And of course, you can get rid of this not available because the smoothing starts, and it just keeps going like that. Okay, let me see at this point. Now, let me just say I want to insert, our alpha value. So let me go to symbols. Can we find alpha? Right. I'll go to equations, like insert new equation. Well, I guess we can have alpha here. Where is alpha? Alpha, alpha. Alpha, where are you? Alpha. Okay, this is alpha. So I just have alpha. Okay, maybe what I need is a symbol, not an equation, actually. We need a symbol, not an equation. Let me go again. Insert. Then I go to symbols, click on symbols. All we need is alpha. So I just go for alpha and click insert. So then I just close this. So I just need this to be, so my alpha here is equal to 0.1. So that's what you have right here. So you can see, so it smoothens the data more. So let's see what let's say alpha of 0.5 is going to grow. So I copy this and paste here. Now I want alpha of 0.5. Okay, 0.5. Okay, so then I go back to data, then I do data analysis, exponential smoothing. Okay, now it's still the same data range, but now my damping factor is going to change to 0.5. I still want the chart. Now I want my result to come at D2. So I click here because C2 is already done. So I click here again and I click OK. So you can see, so here we have, it was starting from 50.2, right? And here we have this. So here we have 50.2 starting again. And then next we have 50. Then it jumps to 50.5, 51.2. So you can see it is not, things are not as smooth as what we had with alpha equals 0.5. So if you go, of course, you can always delete this. It's looking a bit like moving average, but not quite. So you can see the jump is sharper a bit in this case. I want to think because of the value of the alpha. So let me do the last one with alpha equals 0.9, the smoothing factor. So 0.9. So again, I just go for data analysis, and then exponential smoothing is already picked. If it wasn't picked, you come look for it and then click OK. and then same value range, of course. Now I want to do 0.9. So we said, like we said, 0.9 is really big. So a higher value gives more weight. So what, maybe if you want more weight on recent observations, you go for a higher value. Now we want our value, our output to come at E2. So I click on E2 here. I didn't see the chart for this, but okay, I click on this chart. Maybe you can see the two together. So this can go now. Okay, so you can also see we have 50.2, 50.16, 50.254. So you have more attention given to more recent values, you know, more recent values like that. So that is how all of that goes. So alpha is like the big deal. So let's see the charts. Let me see what the charts look like. Yeah, okay. So I think this is the most recent one. This is the one before now. So you can see there's a bit of you can so for this one you couldn't see things as clear. For alpha is 0.5, but for this one, what the actual value is so the forecast value is not totally in is not as in line with uh the actual value, like for the previous, for smaller values of alpha, basically. So that is the idea about exponential smoothing. That's the idea about exponential smoothing. Yeah, with this, I come to the end of this video. Let me know how helpful this is for you. If there's something you like on the trial, feel free to let me know. If you have not subscribed to this channel, of course, you're missing a lot. So go ahead, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can also become a member. Yeah, hit the notification bell, of course, so that you can always get alerted if each time a new video is released. If you have not, you can also become a member of the channel, right? Just click on join and you see different levels of membership you can be part of on this channel. Till I come your way again, don't forget to like, subscribe, of course, like, comment, share with others so that more people can have access to the great content I have going on here. Till I come your way again, keep doing data right. Bye.